Hello Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. What's the overall energy for this connection? So we do have deception, okay? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now, deception could definitely represent that there is somebody within this connection that's being deceptive, but it could also represent that somebody's connecting with someone that they think is being deceptive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they actually are. You know, typically when I get this card, it could represent somebody who may have trust issues, who may be allowing past traumas and experiences they've had with other people to affect them, but we'll see ultimately why we're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today. But let's get started, Pisces, shall we? So we do have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, okay, to the Knight of Wands, to the Two of Cups. I like it so far. So it kind of looks like you met someone. Now, whoever this person is that you met, you know, and it could have been somebody that you met recently, but you and this person mesh very, very well with one another. I think that you and this person do have a lot of things, you know, in common with one another. I think that you look forward to speaking to this person, spending time with this person, being around this person, you know, things of that nature. I think that this is somebody that you could already see yourself being in a relationship with. And a lot of you feel like that's the direction in which this relationship is heading in between you, you know, and this person. This just kind of looks like a match is like the best way that I could describe what is that I'm seeing here, you know, so far. I feel like this person brings a lot of, you know, happiness into your life. I'm getting that this person does bring a lot of happiness into your life, a lot of joy, a lot of excitement, thrill, love, all that good stuff. So it's looking really good, I would say, between you and this person so far. You really, really like this person. You do. You really like them. How does this person currently view this relationship with Pisces? Well, I will say you know how to pick them, Pisces. You definitely know how to pick them. So you're connecting with this Queen of Pentacles over here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Pentacles. So you're showing up as a King of Pentacles and they're showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You know, I like this a lot, and here's why. This Queen of Pentacles, prior to basically meeting you, they were harnessing like a Seven of Wands like energy is kind of what I'm sensing and feeling off of them. Seven of Wands basically represents somebody who's very guarded. It could also describe somebody who has like a massive fear of intimacy. So letting someone in may not be something that this person is essentially used to doing, given, you know, this person's past and everything that they've been through. You know, they just kind of come off to me as somebody who's very, very guarded, somebody who doesn't really let people in that easily, somebody who doesn't really trust people that easily. So the fact that we see this person pursuing you and this connection that they share with you and they're not guarded is kind of surprising, to be honest, because I keep getting that Seven of Wands energy. It's like the moment the Queen of Pentacles came out, I instantly saw the Seven of Wands, but I was like, okay, let me look at the bottom of the deck. Maybe it's down here, but it's not. Which is kind of making me feel like there's something about you, Pisces, that makes this person feel safe, that makes this person feel secure, that makes this person feel like they don't have to basically be guarded, you know, with you like they have with everybody else prior to basically meeting you. They're very open and very receptive to this connection, which is very odd, given the fact that I keep getting the Seven of Wands here for them. I keep getting the Seven of Wands, but yeah, I mean, the fact that we have the King of Pentacles out here, that's kind of telling me that this person looks like you, like you're perfect for them, and you look at them like they're basically perfect for you. And the reason why I say that is this: for those of you who don't know this, the King of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card. So Pisces, you are somebody who basically possesses a lot that a person is looking for within a person, and so do they, because the Queen of Pentacles is also considered to be the perfect partner card. So, you know, then there's that. I want to look at this Queen of Pentacles though. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that the both of you can totally sense and feel in which direction this relationship between the two of you is basically heading in. I think that the both of you kind of know that there's a huge possibility that the two of you might end up in a committed relationship with one another. That's what you basically want with them, and that's what they basically want with you. And the two of you can just sense and feel that that's the direction in which this relationship is heading in. So I think it's safe to say that this is totally a match that we're seeing here. How does Pisces currently feel? You know, another thing too, Pisces, is that this person's very different. And I think that that's what you love about this person the most, is that they are very different from what you're accustomed to basically dealing with. I think that you're used to dealing with people that are like the polar opposite of you. I think that you're used to dealing with people who may have one or two things in common, you know, with you. But the fact that you met somebody who you're very, very, very compatible with, this is like a whole new experience, you know, for you. Hence why you feel so drawn to this person. Hence why you're really, really hoping that, you know, something serious comes out of this entire situation here between the two of you, because you could totally see yourself being with someone like this for the rest of your life. And it has a lot to do with how compatible you guys are. It has a lot to do with that. So yeah, this is like a whole new experience, dude, for you. It's a whole new experience. You just look at this person as somebody who's very, very different from what you're accustomed to dealing with, and you absolutely love it. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot for you, Pisces. So we do have the Three of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. This to me kind of feels like a reminder. This is kind of like Spirit's way of trying to remind this person that they essentially manifested you and this connection that they share with you into fruition. This feels like a reminder, though. It's like Spirit's way of trying to remind this person, like, hey, remember you asked for this, okay? Just saying, remember you asked for this. Remember, you're the one that manifested all of this into fruition. Just saying. Man, I feel like something's going to happen, and I feel like something's going to happen on their end. I feel like something's going to end up happening, especially with these cards coming out here, because this feels like a reminder, like, hey, by the way, you know, as things start to progress here between the two of you, just remember you asked for all this, okay? Remember, you're the one that manifested Pisces into fruition, just in case, you know, you forgot, is basically what I'm getting. I don't know why we're getting that for them, though. Why are we getting this energy for this Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, that makes sense. This person's falling into this energy of looking at you like you're a little too good to be true. They find themselves questioning, why are you even here? You know, what it is that, like, it's like they find themselves questioning, like, you know, Spirit in the universe, like, why is Pisces in my life? Like, who sent this human being into my life? I don't know. This looks a little too good to be true. I don't think I could trust it. It has that type of feel. Okay, so that makes a little bit more freaking sense, because at first I'm just like, I don't understand, why the hell is this person getting this reminder? This person comes off to me as somebody who's very, very spiritually based, and very, very intuitive. So the fact that this person's guides are like, hey, by the way, Queen of Pentacles, just letting you know, just reminding you, technically speaking, you did manifest this into fruition, okay? You did ask for all of this. So just saying, so that way you know now, you know what I mean? That you're the one that asked for this, because I think that Spirit knows that it's only a matter of time before they start questioning, why the hell is Pisces in my life? What do they want? Why are they here? I don't know. This looks a little too good to be true. I don't know if I can trust it. I think that Spirit knows that it's only a matter of time before they start questioning it. So before they do, I kind of feel like Spirit's trying to, like, you know, let them know in advance, like, hey, by the way, before you slip into this energy of questioning everything under the sun, and not trusting the situation, just know that you asked for all of this. You asked for all this. You asked for all of this. Okay, what actions will Pisces take, towards this person? Yeah, your mind is essentially made up. You are like 100% sold on this Queen of Pentacles over here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the World. You know, I do see you having a conversation with this person, this Queen of Pentacles over here, about how you feel about them and, you know, what you want with them and how you would like to, you know, start building towards a life with this person. You know, you feel like you know everything that you need to know about this person to know that they're basically the one. More of the story. What actions will this person take towards Pisces or moving forward? Okay, so we do have the Judgment card. We do have the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands. Okay, everything's looking good so far. Everything's looking good so far. When you decide to take things a step further here with this feminine energy that you currently find yourself connecting with, they're going to be, oddly enough, I'm so sorry. Oddly enough, this person's going to be very open and receptive to it. Oddly enough. I feel like many people have tried to pursue a relationship with this Queen of Pentacles, and they've always, like, rejected them and pushed that opportunity away. But I feel like it has a lot to do with this person's past. You know what I mean? But with you, it's like, I don't know, there's just something special about you, Pisces, that causes them to essentially feel like they should totally go there with you. They're going places with you that they wouldn't necessarily dare go with absolutely anybody else. I keep getting that for this Queen of Pentacles. So when you do decide to push for more out of them in this dynamic here between the two of you, they're going to be, oddly enough, open and receptive to it. Okay, what should my Pisces know about this Queen of Pentacles? Yep. All right, Pisces, look. I get it. You guys are like in this like honeymoon stage with one another, and it feels awesome and it feels great. But here's what I will say, Pisces, okay? As this relationship starts to get more serious here between the two of you and reality starts to kind of sink in on their end, okay? I think that that's when the problems are going to basically show up, and here's why. Here's why. And I kind of had a feeling that that's kind of what this person was doing prior to even meeting you anyways. But we had the Ace of Pentacles to the Fool to the Eight of Cups. Prior to this human meeting you, I feel like this person has had many opportunities to settle down and build toward a life with someone, and they always chose not to. But it was in the name of wanting to play it safe. It was in the name of, let me avoid this, let me avoid that, so that way I can avoid getting heartbroken and disappointed and betrayed and deceived, things of that nature. They're not doing that with you. They're not doing that with you at all. This opportunity is presenting themselves to them, and they're jumping all over this opportunity, which is something that this person typically does not do. So more of the story is that you have this Queen of Pentacles basically acting out of character, is like the best way that I could describe it is that I'm seeing here. They're acting out of character because prior to you, this person wasn't interested, you know what I mean, in taking anybody seriously or running off into the sunset with absolutely anyone. And it's not because they didn't want to, it was because they were trying to avoid certain things, like getting betrayed, getting deceived, getting hurt, things of that nature. Okay, reality is going to start to sink in on their behalf. And when it does, like I said, I do see the problems showing up here. I think that this person's going to start to find themselves second guessing themselves here when it comes down to you and this dynamic that they signed themselves up for. They're going to find themselves overthinking things. I am definitely getting that. They're going to find themselves overthinking things. They're going to find themselves really second guessing this decision that they chose to make as far as like running off into the sunset with you is concerned. When this person does hit this energy, because they will, that's kind of like besides the point, right? That's when this person's going to start to harness Seven of Wands energy, because I kept getting that for this Queen of Pentacles. They're going to start to harness Seven of Wands energy. So they're going to become very, very guarded. You have to understand through their perspective, right? All this time they've been trying to outrun pain, and here they are signing themselves up for the very thing that they've been trying to avoid all this time, which is pain. Now, I'm not saying you're here to hurt them. I'm not saying that you're here to put them through X, Y, and Z. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this. They've been trying to avoid fully committing and devoting themselves to a person because of what could potentially come out of it. Pain. Hence why they've been outrunning pain all this time. But when it comes down to you, I don't know what it is about you, Pisces, that causes this person to feel like it's safe for them to go there. They should totally do this. You're making this person feel something that nobody else has ever made this person feel before, that it's safe, basically, for them to go there with you. And the fact that they are going there with you, and then boom, reality starts to kind of sink in, and they start to realize, oh shit, I just signed myself up for something that could potentially hurt me, that could cause me a great deal of pain. I don't know what I was thinking. What am I doing? Things of that nature. And they might even go as far as to essentially push you away. Now, you are showing up as a King of Pentacles. So that's kind of telling me that you're going to be very, very determined to make your relationship with this individual work. Okay, there is no such thing as you getting up and walking away. There is no such thing as you giving up on this person. But when this does show up, as far as the problems is concerned, and them overthinking things is concerned, and them second guessing themselves is concerned, and them even going as far as to question you and your actual intentions towards them, it's coming from that place. It's coming from a place of, you know, them avoiding pain and disappointment all this time, and then boom, you show up, and the very thing that they swore they would never sign themselves up for ever again, which is to fully commit and devote themselves to a person, here they are doing that, and they're doing it with you because you make them want to, you know, fully commit and devote themselves and to you. So the moment that they do, and reality starts to sink in, they start to realize, oh shit, I just signed myself up for this. Because you got to understand that when this person decided to sign themselves up to be in a relationship with you, remember, this person is showing up as a Queen of Cups, a Six of Wands. So that's kind of telling me that they made this decision based off of how they were feeling in the moment, right? In the moment. You guys were both in this like cloud nine type of energy with one another, honeymoon stage with one another. Oh yes, of course, Pisces, let's go run off into the sunset together. But once that starts to fade away and they start to realize what they really just did, which is basically sign themselves up to potentially get hurt. Not saying that they're going to, but to potentially get hurt. That's when we kind of see this side come out of them. You know what I mean? So everything might be great between the two of you for now, but once reality starts to sink in, okay? Once reality starts to sink in, because it will, you know what I mean? That's when I see this person kind of like second guessing themselves and kind of freaking out just a little bit. It's primarily what I'm getting, okay? I'm gonna be honest, Pisces, and it's just like a, hey, heads up, this is what you're gonna have to deal with, just saying, okay? Because there's no way around this. There's just no way around this, okay? And I don't want you to have an unrealistic expectation either. I don't want you to think they're gonna have one moment and just one moment only when they're overthinking things and second guessing themselves, and you know, you come in and comfort them and reassure them, and that's the end of that story. No, 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 no. This is going to be an ongoing thing between you and this person, okay? Is basically what I'm getting. You may be able to come in and reassure them the first time and possibly the second time and the third time, but this is going to be a reoccurring thing. You're going to have to reassure them a whole lot. I'm not lying to you. You're going to have to reassure this Queen of Pentacles a whole lot. It's not going to just take one time, two times, three times, maybe four times, five. No, no, no. It's going to take a lot of times. Where you're going to have to come in and reassure them that you mean well, that you're not here to hurt them, that you're not here to betray them, that you're not here to deceive them, that you're not here to waste their time. You're going to have to reassure them a whole lot. This is not going to be one conversation fixes all here. No, 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 no. This is going to be an ongoing thing between you and this person, okay? It's going to be an ongoing thing. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I think that by them second guessing themselves, overthinking things, pushing you away, telling you things like, oh man, I don't know if I could do this, Pisces, it's going to test the hell out of this relationship, and it's going to test the hell out of you. I'm so sorry. It's going to test the hell out of you and this dynamic here between the two of you, unfortunately. Now, am I worried and concerned about this relationship? Not really. I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces, you're going to have some hard times with this Queen of Pentacles over here. I'm just going to give it to you straight. You will have some hard times with this person. You will have some challenging times with this person, because there's going to be times where, you know, this person's going to find themselves feeling, oh my God, I can't do this. I got to go. I can't do this. I'm scared. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. You know what I mean? And you would have to get up and fight, you know what I mean, to keep this person, you know, basically in your life. And it's going to happen more than once, Pisces. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no, this is just going to happen one time. They're going to have one moment and that's the end of that. No, this is going to happen a whole lot of times, okay? I think that this relationship is going to test the hell out of the both of you, if I'm being totally honest here. I think that it's going to test you, and I think it's going to test them. It's going to test you in the sense where, yeah, because that's kind of what I'm getting. You're going to be tested in a sense where, you know, if you really do love this person and care about this person and really do want to spend the rest of your life with them, you're going to have to really fight to keep this person in your life, okay? So I do see you being tested in that way in regards to how far are you willing to go to keep this person in your life, Pisces. So I see you being tested in that way. Them, on the other hand, I do see them being tested as well. And it has more to do with this person's trust and faith in you and what they share with you more than anything. Yeah, this person might experience intrusive thoughts. This person might find themselves second guessing themselves. This person, I don't even know why I'm saying might, because I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen, but you catch my drift. And it's going to really test this person, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they might let me stop saying freaking might. They will experience intrusive thoughts. They will overthink things. They will find themselves second guessing themselves. They will find themselves pushing you away. They will find themselves hitting this point of, that's it, I'm done. I can't do this. This is too much. I'm scared, you know? But there's going to be a big part of them that's going to want to keep you in this dynamic that they share with you in their life. The real question is, do they honestly have, you know, the trust and the faith in you and what they share with you to stay in this dynamic? Or are they going to let their fears get the best of them? Same applies for you. It's like, are you going to allow everything that this person's going through on their end to get the best of you to the point where you do decide, yo, screw this shit, I'm out, like, this is too much, I can't do this? Like, it's like you guys are both being tested, but in different ways, you know what I mean? To see, like, okay, let's see how much you want to be with this Queen of Pentacles over here. And same applies for the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see how much you want to be with this King of Pentacles. Let's just let's just see if you're gonna allow your past traumas and experience, you know, get the best of you to the point where you miss out on a really good opportunity, vice versa. Because even though they're going to find themselves probably wanting to run in the opposite direction of this relationship, what's going to prevent this person from officially doing that has a lot to do with the desire that they have for you. Just like what's going to prevent you from getting up and walking away and throwing your hands up and just saying, fuck this shit, this is too fucking much, is going to be because of the desire that you have for this person. So y'all are just both being tested, but in different ways, basically. And like I said, am I worried about this relationship? Not really. There might be times, now let me take that might part back. There will be times where you guys are going to find yourselves experiencing some trying moments with one another. It's going to happen. And that is the relationship that you guys share with one another being tested. You know, can you guys honestly stick by each other's side through the good and the bad? Or are you guys going to both basically, you know, fumble and just run in the opposite direction of one another? Do I personally see that happening? No. Do I see it crossing your mind as well as their mind? Absolutely. There's going to be times where you're going to be like, yo, this is too fucking much. Yo, I can't do this shit. And there's going to be times where they're going to feel the exact same way. Are you guys going to act upon that? No. I'm not really getting that. So sorry. I'm not really getting that. I think that you guys will definitely overcome this storm. But this storm is going... This storm is like, I don't know if you've ever visited Florida before. I don't know if you have, but the fucking weather, right, in Florida is very bipolar, right? You know, some days it's, you know, sunny, and some days it's just fucking awful. It's raining. There's thunderstorms and, you know, all this shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what I see you guys going through, basically, is having some really, really good moments where the sun is out, the birds are chirping, and the next thing you fucking know, you blink, and then here comes a whole freaking thunderstorm, you know what I mean, hovering over this relationship, you know what I mean? It's going to be like that, like the weather in Florida, very fucking bipolar, very bipolar, very bipolar. The real question is, are you guys going to be able to withstand the storm together, or are you guys going to fold under the pressure? And to be honest, do I see that actually happening here between you and this person? No, not really. Not really. I think that the desire that you have for this person is going to be a lot stronger than the desire to get up and go. Same applies for this person. I think the desire to be with you is going to be a lot stronger than the desire that they have to just get up and go because they're scared. You know what I mean? So with deception coming out here to the true love card. So true love is very similar to the Two of Cups in tarot. Deception, very similar to the Five of Swords. This is the energy your person's basically harnessing, and this is going to be the energy that you're going to find yourself harnessing as well, okay? There's going to be times where this person is going to give you reasons to get up and walk away, and it has a lot to do with what I already basically read, what I basically already, you know, said. It's not that they're being deceptive. It's just all of the issues you guys are going to find yourself facing within your relationship because they look at you like you're a little too good to be true is what's going to cause the problems here. So is it going to get too much to the point where you do decide to get up and walk away? Probably not. Same applies for them. I don't really ever see that happening here between the two of you. But yeah, you're going to have your moments, and so are they. It's a given, right? It's going to happen. It is what it is. But no one's actually being deceptive here. No one's actually being deceptive here. I think that this person thinks that you're very deceptive. I think that this person thinks you're out to get them. That's what I think this person thinks of you. And I'm being totally fucking honest with you, Pisces. This person looks at you like you the only playboy, playgirl-like energy they've ever seen in their life. Do I think that you are? No, I think that you're very far from that. I mean, if you would have showed up, which, do I got the King of Wands out here? Nope. I don't even have the King of Wands out here. I can't even call you a King of Wands. If you showed up as like the King of Wands, different story, but we don't even have the King of Wands out here. Like, different story, then okay, I can see how you could potentially be somebody who's very deceptive, but you showed up as a King of Pentacles. Here we go. King of Pentacles is like the polar opposite of King of Wands, like energy. So do I think that you're here to waste this person time? No. Do I think that you're out to get them like they think you are? No. But because this person thinks that of you, it's going to cause a lot of problems, you know, for sure. Because you're going to have to prove yourself to them. You're going to have to reassure them time and time again, you know. But like I said, I think that the two of you will be able to overcome this together as a team. Just know that there's going to be some trying moments up ahead. Don't expect to have a perfect relationship with this person, because you guys are not going to have a perfect relationship with one another. I think that it'll feel very close to perfection when you guys do overcome this storm, but there's going to be many storms that are going to come because of this. Many storms. It's not going to be just one or two, Pisces. There's going to be many storms that are going to come, and there's going to be many good moments between the two of you. But just, I don't think that there's any real way for you to prepare yourself, because there is no real way for you to prepare yourself. Just know what lies up ahead. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing that you can really do, technically speaking, to prepare yourself now, besides just knowing that it's coming. Just knowing that it's coming. Whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. So I think that you guys will overcome these storms. I am definitely getting that strongly, but just expect there to be storms. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is that right now you guys are in this King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles like energy, where you're looking at this person like, oh my God, they're perfect for me. And they're looking at you like, oh my God, Pisces is perfect for me, right? But it's like, when the storms hit, because they will, you know what I mean? That's when we kind of start to, you know, see, you know, if you guys can be able to withstand, you know, the storm or not, or are you guys going to basically fold? And I personally, I don't see you guys folding. I don't see you giving up on them, and I don't see them giving up on you. And I think that that's what's going to cause this relationship between the two of you to last the test of times, because it kind of looks like, despite what they're going through on their end, which is going to be unfortunately very stressful and full of anxiety and fear for them, just like it's going to be for you. I don't see you guys wanting to give up on one another, you know. I just don't. So I think that that's what's going to cause this relationship between the two of you to definitely last the test of times, for sure. All right. So good luck to the both of you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next